It's okay.
So today you do the 111, okay?
You have to talk louder.
Louder, please. 大家好，今天是2019年11月7号，我们再来到我们这个 BBC 禅修中心我们再一次欢迎我们的大禅师从美国来的 Venerable Vimalaramsi。今天我们讲一个经文，就是中部111熟部经，就是说那个舍利佛他怎么正确禅坐的一个阶段解释给你们听。
Now you're through the first day blues.
你们透过今天最难过的一天过了。
This is the hardest day of the whole retreat.
整个禅修最麻烦的就是最辛苦的就是这一天。
So it gets a lot easier after this.
之后就容易很多。
Okay. Thus have I heard on one occasion.
于是我们有一次细娟
The Blessed One was living at Swati in Najeta's Grove, Anantapindika's Park.
细娟住在社会城指示林及孤独园。
There he addressed the monks thus.
在哪里细娟交换比丘们
Monks, Venerable Sir, they replied, the Blessed One said this.
佛陀说比丘们，他们说细娟，那些比丘回答细娟。
Before we get started on this, there's a couple of definitions that I want to give you that are different than anything you might have run across before.
在这个经文之前他会告诉你有几个点，都是可能从来你们都没听过的。
The word jhana is very much misunderstood.
很多人对那个 Jhana 这个禅的意义搞得不清不楚。
Almost everybody in the world says that jhana means concentration.
很多人呢，就是整个世界都在讲，那个 Jhana 那个禅定就是一个这个集中的一个焦点的一个修行方法。
But the word jhana actually means a level of understanding.
其实说禅，其实说就是一个深的层次的明白。
So you talk about going to the first jhana, that's your first level of understanding.
比如说我们说脱禅，脱禅的意义就是说，你是第一层的层次去明白一些东西。
Each jhana is like a signpost that says, this is where you are.
每个禅就是从脱禅到细禅，都是好像有一个路标给你们达到哪里，你要看得清楚明白的那一个层次。
Now we're going to go through all of the jhanas tonight.
今天他把整个脱禅到什么禅都把你说得清清楚楚。
And I will explain what each jhana, your experience is in each jhana.
那然后呢，你们在这个禅修都会透过这个禅修他会讲的这个禅修脱禅二禅的经验。
Monks, Sariputta is wise.
比丘们，舍利佛是言智者。
Sariputta has great wisdom.
舍利佛是代位者。
Sariputta has wide wisdom.
舍利佛是广慧者。
Sariputta has joyous wisdom.
舍利佛是结慧者。
Sariputta has quick wisdom.
舍利佛是粗慧者，
Sariputta has keen wisdom.
舍利佛是利慧者，
Sariputta has penetrative wisdom.
舍利佛是动彻慧者。
Now, the word wise or wisdom means
那个慧，智慧那个慧，在这里的意思是
understanding of how dependent origination works.
这个智慧，就是说，他明了的整个缘起法，它是怎么运作的。
Now, as we go along, you're going to hear more and more about dependent origination.
从今天开始，我们一步一步再加深讲那个缘起法。
So if it's confusing right now, patience and it will get easier.
让你们不要再混淆在佛陀的修行次第里头。听到吗？听到吗？听到 OK。Ada 听到吗？ They can hear my voice.
Oh, good.
Good.
That makes life easier.
Oh yes.
During half a month, monks,
就在一些半个月，
Sariputta gained insight into states one by one as they occurred.
舍利佛他就是进去这个很深的禅的经验，一个一个这样进去。
Now, Sariputta's insight into states one by one as they occurred was this.
他是怎么进去的？现在一个一个讲出来。
Here, quite secluded from sensual pleasures,
他离开一切的贪欲我们那个欲界的贪，
secluded from unwholesome states.
也呢离开那个不善法。
Sariputta entered upon and abided in the first jhana,
他现在舍利佛就进去一个叫初禅的境界，
which is accompanied by thinking and examining thought.
里头初禅是有尘有事尘事，
with joy and happiness born of seclusion.
也有喜跟乐然后有一心，就是因为他离开那个所有的欲界的贪，
And the states in the first jhana,
他就这样进去初禅。
the thinking, the examining, the joy, the happiness, and unification of mind.
初禅的法是尘世喜乐一心静。
Now, have they done other kinds of meditation before?
你们之前有学员有其他的禅修经验吗？之前的有吗？没有。Brand new.
Brand
White
new.
paper.
Okay. Good.
好啊，白纸一张是最好的。
Now, when we're talking about joy,
他说那个喜乐是怎么样的意思呢？
there's 5 different kinds of joy.
有5种的喜，
3 kinds of joy can happen for anybody at any time.
头3种的喜就是随时随地的都可以产生的。
2 kinds of joy only happen through mental development.
第4、第5个那个那个喜乐，就是从我们锻炼我们那个禅修才能有这个喜的。
You're starting to be quiet. You have to pick up your voice again.
OK，
The first kind of joy is like feeling happy and the goosebumps.
第一个快乐就是好像你鸡皮疙瘩的那种，那个乐就是有鸡皮疙瘩的感觉的。第一个乐，
Okay, the next kind of
第二
joy
个乐， And then I pick up too fast.
Okay. The next kind of joy is like a flash of lightning.
第二个乐就好像是触电的一种电的一种感觉，
It's very
很快乐的感觉。
it's very strong, but it only lasts for a little time.
很强的一个感觉，但是停留的很短的时间。
The next kind of joy is like standing in the ocean, and then you have a wave of joy come over you.
第三个乐呢，就好像你站在海洋中间，然后那个浪花一阵一阵乐涌过来，
Then another wave will come over you.
就是一个乐一个涌过来，一层一层这样子涌过来。
So that can happen to anybody at any time.
这个每个人都可能有这个经验的，随时随地都发生的。
The next kind of joy you only experience through meditation.
第四个呢，就是一定要透过禅修才能得到这个乐。
The next kind of joy is called uplifting joy.
第四个乐就是叫清安的乐，清安，
Your mind becomes very light
你的心好像很轻，
and happy,
很快乐，
and you feel your body become very light,
你整个身体都觉得很轻安，
very
轻
pleasant.
很舒服的一个感觉。
The next kind of joy is called all-pervading joy.
第五个乐就是一个是好像我们叫极乐世界那个乐，
This is like the awakening factor of joy.
就是好像人家开悟了个时间那个乐，
It's a very happy feeling, but not so much excitement in it.
但是开心的来，它不是很兴奋的那种。
The first kinds of joy have a lot of excitement in it.
第一个乐呢，这个鸡皮大大的，它是有兴奋的感觉的，兴奋，
Your mind is, oh, I like that. That's very good.
哇，很兴奋的，哇，我喜欢这个乐。
Okay, the uplifting, you feel much lighter, but there's still some excitement in that.
第四个乐呢，它是心安，但是还有一点点兴奋的。
The last kind of joy is more peaceful, calm joy, not so much excitement.
第五个乐就是它没有一种兴奋的感觉，是很平静的，很满足的。
So the kind of joy we're talking about here is you feel very light in your mind and light in your body and very happy.
现在我们讲初禅的那个乐呢，就是我们刚才说的很清安的，有一点快乐，但是有一点兴奋，一点点的，小小的、微微的，那种感觉。身体很轻的。
So they don't know anything about the four foundations of mindfulness.
I don't think maybe one or two they understand. 你们听过信念柱吗？信念柱听过吗 ？This, yeah, they heard about this.
Okay, that's for you. You
For
get
me?
to teach them. You get, yeah,
I what?
you get to teach them, not right now.
Later on?
Yeah.
他说这个是我的工作。
She thinks teaching is easy.
他以为我教东西很容易。有。
Okay. The contact, feeling, perception, formation, and mind.
然后呢，它根据呢，它是有活力、有出、受、想、思、心、欲、性解、活力、念、平静、作意。
Now, I talked a little bit about this last night.
昨天他有讲过一点点，就是6小城市。
Okay. You have a physical body.
我们那个五蕴呢，
You have feeling.
有身体，也有感受。
Pleasant feeling, painful feeling, neutral feeling.
他那个受有苦受、乐受，不苦不乐受。
You have perception.
你们有想
That's the name of each kind of feeling.
你们 从这个想应激你的感觉。
Feeling and perception are always together.
然后你那个应激跟那个受，经常都是走在一起的。
When a pleasant feeling arises, as soon as it arises, your mind says, "Oh, that's nice."
所以一开始如果是你感受一个乐的话呢，开心的感觉，马上你的感受会告诉你。
Or when a
这个是
painful
好舒服。
sorry. Or when a painful feeling arises, your mind says, "Oh, that's painful."
当你的苦不舒服的，比如说有这种苦受，那你的心马上就告诉你，这个是不舒服的感觉。
So the feeling and the perception are always joined together.
你们那个应知能力跟那个感受是永远合在一起的。
Then you have formations.
Formation 就是我们行的，
There's
效想行。
3 kinds of formation.
我们有3个行
Body,
身
speech,
口
and mind.
意。我们那个行分3个，
Talk louder. Come on.
身口意。
Body, speech, and mind.
Yeah, I just talk about this.
Yeah, but you talk too quietly.
Too quietly.
Yeah.
身口意。
Okay. Now, the next thing that comes up in your mind when you're in the first jhana is you become enthusiastic.
第一个迦拿呢，就是第一个禅修呢，你就会有一个很我就说他能确认到。
You feel like you're starting to progress a little bit.
你就能察觉得到你们有进步。
Okay, decision, energy, mindfulness.
性解活力。
Equanimity and attention.
念平静跟那个着意。
These states were defined by him one by one as they occurred.
舍利弗他每个出现，每个法出现，他一个一个能确认。
Known to him, those states arose.
他看到那个法升起。
Known they were present.
看到那个法在哪里。
Known they disappeared.
看到那个法没去。
Well, one of the things about what happens is that everything in all of existence is impermanent.
所有世间一切法一切现象都是有生有灭，是怎么样？是那个不是永恒的我们说这个是无常的法，无常。
Everything is in a state of change continually.
无常就是它永远都在转动的，都在改变的。
There's 3 different things that are always happening with this life.
有3个事情，这个生命都是很有，平常都会发生3个事情。
Change, impermanence,
就是无常，经常在改变。
dissatisfaction.
不满足，我们生命就是在一个不满足的状态。
Because everything is changing all the time.
因为经常在改变，所以你的心很不容易去满足它。
And everything is part of an impersonal process.
然后呢，每个现象，每个新兴的现象，其实说是没有一个真实的我。
And this happens all the time while you're living.
这3个法都是，一切法都是这样子产生的，无论何时何地。
He understood thus.
他明白。
So indeed,
是这样子。
these states not having been,
这个法确实是这样子，
come into being.
不存在后再出现，
Having been, they vanish.
存在后它就会消失。
Regarding those states,
在这个法上，
he abided unattracted.
以离必善计之心住于，
He didn't hold on to anything.
他不去抓住任何的事情，
Unrepelled. He didn't push anything away.
他也不排斥。
You done? Okay. Sometimes you do it really fast. I don't know
I
when.
have two eyes and I have two books in front of me.
Well,
Okay.
well, I'm just trying to get it in a rhythm with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I follow
Okay.
slowly.
Independent,
这不依止，不靠其他的，
detached,
不执着，
free,
自由自在的，
dissociated,
离绑，
with a mind rid of barriers.
他了知，
He understood there is an escape beyond this.
他了知更有另外一层出离。
And with the cultivation of that attainment, he confirmed that there is.
他就这个修行，他知道还可以更上一层楼的存在。
Now, when you get into the first jhana,
当你进去初禅的时候，
you will feel this joy come up.
你就感受一种乐产生，
It will last for a short period of time,
它会保留一段很短的时间，
and then your mind is going to feel very, very comfortable and at ease.
那你的心感觉就有一点很舒服的感觉，然后意思就是很平易的感觉。
And you're going to stay on your object of meditation for a longer period of time.
那个时间，你的心就可以停留在我们的所缘比较久一点时间。
So every time you use the 6 R's
每一次你用那个6阿罗的话呢，
and you let go of a distraction,
你就可以排除我们那个散乱心，
your mind will become more at ease,
那你的心是容易平行跟平易。
and you will feel or you will stay with your object of meditation for a longer period of time.
因为你的6阿罗，你就容易把你的心安住在所缘里头，所以6阿罗很重要。
So the way you know that you are in the first jhana
当你知道你现在进去初禅的时候，
is by feeling that joy, that happiness, you will smile.
那个时间因为初禅呢，那个喜乐出来了，那你感受你的心都很乐。
And then that feeling goes away, but you feel very nice and peaceful and calm.
当那个乐它退走的话，你的心还是感觉好舒服，很平静，很平安，好 nice 是很舒服的感觉。
You might stay with that feeling for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes before your mind gets distracted.
这种感觉你可能会保留2分钟、3分钟这样子。
As you keep going deeper in the meditation, you will stay with your object of meditation for longer and longer period of time.
因为这样子的话呢，你能进去初禅，当你进去那个时间，你能做得久一点，也保留你的所缘也比较久一点。那现在明白了，初禅是怎么样？
Again, with the
再
stilling
见。
of thinking and examining thought.
舍利弗以起的退去而住在平静有念静之。
Sariputta entered and abided in the second jhana.
他现在就进去那个第2禅的法，
which has self-confidence
有自信，
and stillness of mind
有那个一心，
without thinking and examining thought.
那个尘世就已经退掉了。
With joy and happiness born of collectedness.
有那个喜跟乐升起，喜乐升起，因为他已经有那个定罪的能力。
Now, when you go from the first jhana to the second jhana,
从第一禅到第二禅，
the joy you experience is much stronger.
那你的乐比较强烈，
You'll feel much lighter in your mind and in your body.
那你的心很轻安。
Okay? You'll feel so light, you think you're going to hit your head on the ceiling.
有的时间你轻安到你感觉你要这个升上去天花板了，
Very, very good feeling, happy feeling.
很舒服、很开心的感觉。
Now this is when I'm going to tell you
然后他会告
no
诉你，
more verbalization in your mind.
到那个时间他会告诉你，不用嘴巴来祝福人家。
This is a feeling meditation.
这是一个感受的禅修。
So now you don't think a wish, you feel the wish.
不要去想一个祝福，你就去感受这个祝福。
Okay? It will be much stronger and much nicer.
这个舒服很强烈的，还是很舒服的一个感觉。
And when the joy fades away, you'll feel even more comfortable.
然后呢，那个乐呢，它慢慢退走那个时间，你会觉得更舒服。
Where you had pains, they start to be less and less.
你的痛，身体就痛，慢慢它会退掉。
Okay, so now you make a wish in your mind. May you be happy, whatever the wish is.
现在你们如果是祝福你的朋友、灵性朋友，你就是用你的心
Bring
去
up
祝福
that feeling.
带出那个感觉，
Lie it louder. Come on.
带出那个感觉。
Yeah. We do have to get some speakers. And you will be able to stay with your spiritual friend for a longer period of time.
那个时间，你们可以停留在你们的所缘那个灵性朋友更长的时间，
4 minutes, 5 minutes, like that.
4分钟、5分钟，
And you start to get a lot of confidence. I am doing this and it's working.
那你很有自信，我真的做得来哦，原来是这样子的，这样做的，
So that makes you happy too.
那你们更开心。
Okay. And the states in the second jhana,
就在这个第二禅那个时段，
the self-confidence,
有自信、
the joy,
开心、
the
乐，
happiness,
快乐、喜乐、
and unification of mind,
心意境、
the body, feeling, perception, formation, and mind.
出受想思心。
Okay.
Chinese is shorter than English. You know?
Well, it's okay. I'm not getting into the rhythm of it for some reason. The enthusiasm, decision, energy, mindfulness,
那个欲、性解、活力、
e-
念、
equanimity, and attention.
平静跟作意，
These states were defined by him one by one as they occurred.
这个心法它逐步的能确认、能看到。
Known to him, those states arose.
他看到这个法升起，
Known they were present.
看到它出现，
Known they disappeared.
看到它消失。
He understood there's still more to do.
他知道了还有一些法可以 再上一层楼。
And with the cultivation of that attainment, he confirmed that there is.
他收拾了这个阶段，他确认了还有更上一层楼的。
So you feel yourself progressing and you feel your understanding getting better, and that gives you good confidence.
你就知道了啊，你现在在进步啊，你现在能有这个能力，对你自己来讲，这个自信越来越强。
With the fading away of joy,
这个乐它会退掉的，这个喜乐，这个喜退掉。
Sariputta abided in equanimity and mindful and fully aware.
他的心就安住在平静啊，这个正念里头。
Still feeling happiness with the body,
身体还有一种乐的感觉。
he enters upon and abided in the third jhana.
他就这样子进去第三禅，
So this is the third level of understanding.
这个就是第三个层次去明白一些东西。
The feeling of joy will not come up.
这个乐，那个乐，它没有再升起了。
You will
起没有
feel.
升起啊 ，sorry。
Then what did you say?
Because the joy of the
Oh,
Chinese,
yeah,
the joy
I
and
know, but you keep on talking quieter.
quiet.
You have to talk louder.
Louder, please. Okay.
Okay. So what happens is the feeling of joy is too coarse a feeling.
那个 joy 这个起它有两种。
Now your mind becomes very peaceful, very quiet.
那你的心是很平静，心很
And you start to have more balance in your mind.
这个心是很平稳的啊。
You can still hear things,
你能听到东西
even if it's a loud noise.
啊，这个
It
很
won't
强烈
make your mind shake.
那个时间因为心很平行的，所以有带心出来，你的心也不会受干扰。
Your mind will just have very nice, peaceful feeling.
你的心就是安住在一个很平静、很舒服的那个状态。
Now you're able to sit for a longer period of time.
第三场你们能做得更久，
Oh, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that.
那你的能安住在所缘有7分钟、8分钟、10分钟都可以。
As you're sitting, you won't feel different places in your body.
那个时间你没有感受你身体认可的，认可身体每一部分，
You won't feel your hands.
你感受不到你的手。
If you put attention on your hands, you will feel them.
当你坐意去想你的手，可能你感觉得到，
Otherwise, you just won't notice them.
否则你就好像没有身体一样。
You won't feel an arm
哦，连手脚都没有，
or a leg.
手脚都没有啦，感受不到。
This is good.
这个好的，
But
但
if a fly lands on you, you will feel that.
如果是有蚊子叮的话，你还是感受得到。
But it's not going to make your mind shake. You just, okay, that's there. It's
但你的
okay.
心不会烦躁啊，你就让它留在这里，没事。
This is called equanimity.
这个呢，我们这个就是市场那个舍的心啊，等持心。
Now you're going to start to have more fun with your meditation.
哦，到时候你们觉得那个禅修，哇，很好玩的嘞。
Because you know that you're progressing.
你知道你在进步，
Okay? All of you will experience this during this
Amen.
retreat.
这个 retreat 肯定，你们这个禅修肯定会有这个境界，每个人都会。
Now, one of the things that I've kind of noticed is there's some talking going on.
他有感觉你们还在讲话呢。
If you talk to someone else, you interfere with their meditation and you hurt your own
你
meditation.
跟人讲话，你打扰到他们修行，也妨碍你们进步。
So please don't talk,
千万不要讲话。
okay?
OK OK。
Okay, I'm going to skip this part. I'm going to go to 9. Again, with the abandoning of pleasure and pain,
再一次，他们退掉那个喜跟乐的之后，
with the previous disappearance of joy and grief,
以前的那个喜乐跟那个贪都退掉了。
Sariputta entered upon and abided in the fourth jhana,
他现在进去这个细禅，
which has neither pain nor pleasure,
他是不可不乐，
and purity of mindfulness due to equanimity.
这个那个念是偏静的念，让心的。
Okay, from here on out, you don't have a body anymore.
在前你没有身体，没有感受到身体，
Now you're getting into a mental realm.
现在只有思想。
If you're sitting and you say, "Oh, I have a pain,"
那如果你做这，
you
我有
don't have
痛
a
啊。
pain in your body. It's a pain in your mind.
其实说那段时间，那个感受那个痛是你的思想上的痛，不是身体上的痛。
So I don't want to hear any complaining about the body after this.
当然，进了细禅，他是不接受你去投诉他我的身体怎么样怎么样，实际上是没有身体的。
And there can be some very big pains that it feels like you have, but it's mental pain.
你们有的时间感觉很痛很痛，其实说那个就是你的脑袋。
Now, yesterday I was talking about why hindrances arise.
昨天他有告诉你们，为什么有障碍，
And how they arise.
怎么样出现的那个障碍。
Because you broke a precept in the past.
因为之前你们破戒了，
What's going to happen is that is going to come up as a pain in your back or a pain in your leg or whatever.
因为破戒那个溃疡，它会令到你的身体某部分感觉好像是很痛。
But when you get to this stage, it is not a feeling in the body, it is a feeling in the mind.
在这个市场里头的那个痛，不是从身体里头出来的，
Your
是
mind
你的
is
思
gonna
想出来的。
Your mind is going to have very, very strong balance in it.
你的心在那个时间是很平等的，很那个平衡的一个心态。
So when a painful feeling comes up, you want to keep balance even though that pain is there.
当有痛苦出来呢，有个苦受出来，你会哪个心，它会把你平行下来。
You're going soft again. So this is called meditation pain.
当然，那个时间那个身体的痛，就是说是我们禅修的痛。
You decide, okay, I'm going to get up and start moving.
你会可能决定，我起来了，去走走吧。
That pain will go away very quickly.
那个痛呢，其实说是心理的障碍，它会很快的消退的。
That's how you tell it's a meditation pain.
这个你就知道了，原来就是禅修的那个心理作用的痛。
Now, when you're walking,
当你进行的时候，
you're going to feel the bottom of your feet touch the ground.
你感受你的脚底是碰触这个地板，
No body,
但是身体是没有的，
and you feel your head.
只感受那个脚底的碰触点跟那个头部。
You have very strong balance.
你 有一个很平衡的长度。
It's kind of unusual feeling,
这个是一个不寻常的一个感觉，一个
but you will
经验
get used to it fairly quickly.
你们会很快的、容易就明白，然后能接受的。
When you get to the fourth jhana,
当你到达4禅那个时候，
I will change your meditation.
它会改变你们打坐的那个所缘，
And you have become an advanced meditator.
你变成一个从初级的变成一个中级的禅修者。
There's 3 different stages that you go through
你有3个阶段
that are very important.
很重要的
Experiencing the first jhana,
你们经验初禅，
that means you're starting to purify your mind.
就是你的心开启达到一个清净，慢慢清净下来。
When you get to the fourth jhana, you become an advanced meditator.
你到了4禅呢，你就变成中级班，
Very important.
很重要。
Then when you experience nibbana,
当你经验那个涅槃境界那个时间，
you can experience this on this retreat.
你会在这个禅修会体会得到。
Keep smiling
最关键笑
all the time.
，all the time， 常常笑。
Okay? Your progress will be very fast when you do this.
你笑了，你的进步就越来越快。
And you will be able to have a lot of different kinds of experience that are very wonderful.
你们会透过很多很好的一个经验，奇妙的经验。
Obhasa has been telling me that people in Hong Kong, they don't believe that this kind of meditation you can experience nibbana.
我跟他说，香港很多人都不赞同，因为禅修几天就能到涅槃境界，他们绝对不相信。
And I'm here to tell you that's not true.
他说他们不相信是不对的。
You can experience it on this retreat if you follow the directions.
他说你们能听着他的指示的话呢，肯定有这个机会。
Okay, so now you're in a mental realm.
那现在呢，第4禅呢，就是进去我们
No more body.
只是一个叫无色界，没
And
有身体。
as you start to go deeper in the meditation, you'll be able to sit for longer and longer period of time,
当你进去很深的禅定的话呢，你们坐的时间会越来越
staying
久。
with your object of meditation, loving kindness.
那个时间你的禅心不要抛掉。
Okay. Now, again with the complete surmounting of gross perceptions of form.
就是再一次他离开那个身体的状况，
With the disappearance of gross perceptions of sensory impact.
失去了那个身体的那种感觉。
Aware that space is infinite.
他就进去一个叫空无边处的境界。
Sariputta entered upon and abided in the base of infinite space.
舍利弗他就进去一个叫空无边界的一个境界。
Now, what's going to happen is the feeling of loving kindness is going to change.
那个时间呢，你那个慈爱的感觉，它会改变。
You have to describe that to me.
你要汇报给他听。
And you'll feel, in your head, you'll feel expansion going out like this.
那
Very
你
nice.
感觉你这个能量就不断扩充出去。
This is called compassion.
那个就是要叫悲，慈悲的悲。
Now the Mahayana have made us a little mistake.
然后呢，我们大乘佛教他们有一点错误
They-
的观念，
They talk about infinite compassion.
他们说大悲。
The Buddha experienced this every morning. He sat for 2 hours.
那个佛陀他每天都是用悲心来打坐2个小时，每天。
He experienced infinite space with compassion.
佛陀就是进去这个境界，就是从市场那个进去那个空无边处，启动那个悲心。
Now, there's no boundaries as to how far this feeling can go. It can go out a long, long ways.
那个变成是无边无际的一个感觉。
Now you'll be able to sit for 30 minutes without moving.
那个时间可能你能做半个小时都完全不动的，
Or even longer.
可能还长一点时间。
Okay, I'm just going to go through these and not read the rest. So just listen to what I'm saying. Then what happens is the feeling of compassion will change to a feeling of joy.
那个悲心后来呢，慢慢的它会退的，变成一个很乐的感觉。
This is called infinite consciousness.
那个时间你们进去一个叫息无边处的境界。
This is a very interesting state to be in.
那个是很有趣味的，如果是你们进去，
You're able to stay with your object of meditation now, which is joy.
乐就留在那边。
And you'll notice at one of the sense doors, very, very fast blinking.
然后呢，你会感受，哎，为什么这里哒哒哒哒哒哒，可能这里哒哒哒哒哒哒，这样子哒哒哒哒这样子的。
What you're seeing is
其实你那个时间是看到
the arising of and passing away of individual consciousnesses.
其实说那个怎么，这个是一个生灭的，在我们那个念里头，这个生灭，你那个时间能看到。
That was about 100,000 arising and passing away of ear consciousness.
它这个呢，一弹指的话呢，就已经有10万个念头生灭了。
Now your mind becomes so calm that you see individual consciousnesses arise and pass away, arise and pass away.
因为你的心是很清净，那个时间能看到那个念头生灭、升起跟灭掉。
Very interesting.
那个很有趣味的那个时间。
And you will start to see it's troublesome always having movement happening with your mind.
那你就看到了，哎，你看到你的念头永远就是在生灭之中。
And then you will see the impersonal nature of everything that arises and passes away.
那你马上明白了，原来那个念头生灭，它是自然形成的，不是有灵来操纵的，所以里头是没有一个我来操纵的。
Okay?
Okay?
Yeah.
The surprise, no self. You're thinking.
What you are actually seeing
这个是你们真正能看到的，
is birth, death, birth, death, birth, death, happening very fast.
看到就是生灭的不断的生灭。
It's the birth of that consciousness and the passing away of it.
你的意识形态就是这样子生灭的。
I know that there's a lot of confusion about reincarnation.
有些呢，他们说嘛，我们轮回会投胎，还是 我们有些藏传佛教不是说嘛，回来的，就是
The Buddha never taught reincarnation.
其实说佛陀没有讲的，
He taught rebirth.
他只是说重生。
And this is something that you will be able to see for yourself.
你自己能看到，每一秒钟都是这样产生。
Very good insights.
你有一个很高度的一个内观的智慧。
Now, as you go deeper in the meditation,
再进一步更深的一个
the
阶段，
joy will fade away.
你让那个乐它会消退，
And you start to have very, very strong balance in your mind.
然后你的心变成很平衡的一个状态。
Okay. This is called equanimity. And you're not going to see anything outside of mind now.
这个等值心带动你往内看，那个时间你没有看到外面的。
There's not going to be anything
什么都没有
outside of this feeling of strong balance in your mind.
只有一个等其心的感觉，很平衡的感觉，其他什么都没有。
You'll be able to sit for a longer period of time without any movement of mind's attention.
然后呢，你能坐很久，然后你的心完全差不多不动的状态，
Mind is not looking outside of itself anymore.
因为你的心不往外攀援了。
So now you stay with that feeling of equanimity.
你就安住在那个感觉，那个等其心的感觉，
And you'll be able to stay with it for a long time.
能做得很久很久。
As your mind becomes more calm,
当你的心是很平静的那个时间，
you're going to have something unusual happen.
有些很奇妙的东西会发生。
For a very, very quick moment, everything is just going to stop.
突然之间，一刹那，它什么都停顿了。
You don't know you're in that state until you come out of it.
那个时间你完全不知道的，因为什么都停顿，只有你出来那个时间才知道你刚才有停顿的一刹那。
When you come out of it, you have a very big relief.
当你出来那个时间，哇，整个人完全好像释放一样。
It's like somebody takes big rocks and they throw them off your shoulder. You feel very happy.
好像你整个石头在背后被人家拿掉了一样，好开心，好开心这个感觉。
You have experienced Nibbana.
那一刹那，你就经历的一个叫涅槃境界。
This is really the way it works.
它就是这样子发生的。
I have many students in this country that have experienced this.
在印尼，很多人都有这个经验。
So everything you've heard about Nibbana, about you can't do it in this lifetime and it's impossible and it is not true.
你经常听人说，哎呀，怎么涅槃不可能了？这个很高的境界，不可能这一生人能达到的，这个是没办法。但是他说这个是不对的。
One of the things that the Buddha said about your first experience of Nibbana
佛陀说，当你第一次体会这个涅槃的话，
is that you have given up an ocean of suffering.
那你就好像你的从从苦海里头拖出来一样，
Your mind becomes much more alert.
你的心觉察力很高，
The happiness you experience will last for long,
那个快乐可以停留很久，
and you will start to have more and more balance in your mind.
那你的心越来越平衡。
And I mean not just while you're sitting in meditation, I mean all the time.
那就不光是你打坐那个时间有平衡哦，平常生活上你的心都是很平衡。
So you're going to be more happy all the time.
啊，那你的心就越来越开心哦，
Nice, huh?
好不好？
Okay, what happens in your mind, you're never going to have any doubt.
那你那时间那个心就不会有怀疑，
You know that this is the right path.
你知道你这个修行就是走对了那个路了。
Practice of rites and rituals, you know they don't lead to this state.
平常你们修行呢，就有很多那个仪轨啊、拜拜啊，那个不能带到你们去涅槃。
And you're going to see more and more clearly the impersonal nature of everything.
因为你们体会到一个是没有一个我真正那个实相。
Now, if you break a precept,
当你破了戒了，
if you say something that's not true or you gossip, you
比如说
will you will feel very, very guilty.
比如说你经常可能说的一些是非啊，讲东讲西的，不实在的话呢，那个时间你马上会感觉是很惭愧。
If that happens, then you come to the teacher
那个时间你要找你的老师，
and you tell the teacher, I broke the precept. I
Oh.
said something wrong.
告诉老师我破戒了，我讲了一些不应该讲的话。
The teacher will give you the 5 precepts again
那老师会重新受你的五戒，
with the strong wish not to break a precept again.
当你重新受戒那个时间，你们下一个很大的决心，我以后不重犯了。
It will affect your meditation very negatively if you don't do that.
那如果是你在长寿这个时间没有再重新去受戒，这个影响你们打坐的，
So you will want to do that.
那你一定要记得哦，要重新去受戒。
You will feel so happy you don't know what to do.
你太开心了，你不知道你要做什么了，然后
And you have more and more balance in your mind.
心越来越平衡。
So I will tell you, okay, now we have to go back and do it again.
他会告诉你，重新再做啦。
And I'll explain all of that when the time comes.
那个时间他会一个一个的来再解释给你们听。
You'll get to a place where it's like being asleep and being aware at the same time.
到那个阶段呢，你会好像半睡半醒的状态，
And all of a sudden, there's nothing.
然后突然之间什么都没有。
Now you're taking mind as your object of meditation.
那个时间你就锁源在你的心，观察你的心。
If your mind starts to move even a little bit, then you use the 6 R's and relax and come back to the quiet mind.
那个时间你的心很清净，你的脑在一点点念头升起，你能马上看到，然后在那个你就用六阿罗遣除它。
Now you'll be able to sit for 3 hours, 4 hours without moving at all.
那个时间有些人能做到4个小时、5个小时完全不动，没有念头升起。
And your mind becomes very pure.
你的心是很清净那个时间。
And then you'll get to another place where all of a sudden everything stops.
那个时间又突然之间什么东西都停掉。
And when you come back, you feel even more joy.
哇，那个时间再出来的时间更开心。
So it's a very good thing that you are doing.
你们真就这样做，是肯定会体会这个东西。
Your mind is not going to have so much greed or hatred.
那个时间你的贪跟痴慢慢很活跃，
You can still have some come up,
还有一点点，
but you'll notice much more quickly and you go, oh, I don't want to do that. And let it go.
但是你很快的察觉得到那个贪嗔 出来。
So your whole life has more and more balance in it.
那你的生命变得越来越平衡。
So you don't get angry if somebody does something or says something you don't like.
你的愤怒很难出来了，那个时候。
Okay, this is what this meditation does.
这个禅修就是带到你们这个效果。
So please do not add anything, do not subtract anything, just follow the directions like I give them.
千万不要加减的啊，把自己的东西加进去，一模一样跟着他所要你做的事情，一个都不能改变。
You will be successful.
你会成功的。
Okay? Now, I've told you the whole path.
他已经告诉
I've
你，
told you everything you need to know to progress.
他就告诉你这个禅修，你那条路是怎么走，告诉你们清清楚楚。
I'm going to tell you something that I know that goes against the idea of a master or a guru or something like that. You are your own teacher.
你们习惯呢找一些代德跟东，就是代德什么带什么法王怎么跟他，其实说真正的老师是你自己。
You don't have to ask anybody else.
你不需要问其他人的。
You are teaching yourself.
你自己能引导你自己。
I am not your teacher.
他不是你的老师，
I am your guide.
他就是引领你的。
If you go off the path a little bit, I push you back on it.
你是在路上呢，你走歪了，他就把你再驳进来。
And that's why it's so important that I see you every day so I can keep you on the path.
所以很重要，每天小餐就是听你们讲什么，他从你的路上再帮你播一下。
Okay? Do you have any questions?
有问题吗？
Yeah,
Okay, I'm getting off to a bad start. This is my first time to do
that's
this.
no problem.
Okay, you said to find a friend and think about your friend all the time.
Yeah? Wish them well. Yeah.
Right. Okay, well I found that I don't really like my friend, and I don't like myself, and I don't like
Well,
other people.
why don't you
Just because.
send kind thoughts to yourself?
Oh,
Why don't you stop beating yourself up because you're not meeting your expectation?
okay. But I'm really a bad guy, so. I mean,
I'm not-
really,
and
little.
there was a guy that killed 999 people, and he still became awakened, completely awakened. There's
Should I
no such,
translate?
yeah.
但这个阿 Ben 他说他很难发动那个慈心，因为他基本上也不喜欢他的朋友啊，他也没办法喜欢他自己啊，所以呢禅师说，那你用一个仁爱的想法对待他就好了啊，他既然现在不能发这个慈心啊，他说因为他说他感觉这个路程很远，但其实说不是的，禅师说啊，什么都有可能的。
Don't talk so quietly.
Yes.
Yes.
So any question?
I will help you,
他
but
会帮你的，
pick somebody that you respect.
找一个人他
It can
你
be
自
a
己
monk.
尊重的，
But somebody of the same sex that you really sincerely do wish them well,
可以找个出家人吗？
and wish yourself that. Okay?
就是今天打坐的时候，我的所缘，好像有一堵墙，我使劲把我自己使劲扯进来，那个扯就是安定不下来，有一堵墙，往外推。
So
这种
he,
感觉。
she experienced that. She tried to bring up the loving kindness, but she feel there's a wall blocking her.
I'll help her tomorrow.
她明天帮你
I have remedy for that.
啊，她有一个绝妙的方法给你的，所以你们要小餐，千万不要那个小餐不去，每天小餐。I said they have to really get into the interview.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Also, one of the things that the Buddha said is patience leads to nibbana.
还有呢，佛陀说我们 patient 就是我们的耐力耐力能引导你们去涅槃。
Okay?
忍耐力，忍耐力啊，
So be patient.
有那个耐力啊。
You will progress a lot faster than you ever thought possible.
你们会想象不到你是怎么快的能进步的，你们现在想不出来的。
But you still have to be patient.
但是还是有那个忍耐的力量。
How does our karma come in this course of practice?
What you're doing with this meditation is you're purifying your mind.
That's to purify the karma.
That you're purifying the karma.
他问呢，那我有业力所牵的，在这个长寿有影响吗？他说，当你那个心是清净的话呢，你的业力也會慢慢消退。
Yeah.
我講講好啊。
好啊。
我晏晝嗰時咧坐禪咧，我就想像自己嘅朋友，他係唔知點解會不停出現佛菩薩嘅樣，係5個、6個、7個，但係每一個都係唔同嘅樣同埋唔同嘅菩薩，但係我點樣都呼喚唔到我自己朋友，我冇辦法，我只有將佛菩薩擺喺個心度。
等陣先，我翻譯咗先好。She was so excited because she says she want to bring her friend into her heart, but the Bodhisattva, a lot of Bodhisattvas show up. 5, 6 Bodhisattvas keep coming up. So finally, he put the Bodhisattva into her heart.
I don't understand that at all.
Bodhisattva, you know Bodhisattva?
Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a good idea.
這是個好主意的。
但係一落去我諗唔夠10秒之後，我個心就即刻好悲傷，好似覺得世界係苦嘅，即係。
She feel a lot of sadness and suffering of her life.
好想喊，但係嗰個喊唔係因為痛苦。
I'll talk to her tomorrow.
她會跟你講的，明天。
I don't care. You still have to smile.
怎麼樣呢？你還是要笑啊！怎麼苦都要笑。
All the time.
我睇到佛菩薩嘅時候，我好開心就笑㗎，係笑㗎，笑住將佢擺係冇辦法啦，因為都7個8個佛菩薩唔同嘅樣。
She saw a lot of Bodhisattva just beside her, so 7 or 8, Bodhisattva.
I don't care. We'll talk about the Bodhisattva a little later.
這往後他再講那個菩薩的事情。現在明天你跟他匯報就好了。
好。
還有問題嗎？剛才不是你有問題嗎？你舉手的。
我們身體很容易就不舒服。
什麼不舒服？
一下腿痛啊，一下腰痛啊。
She said she complained she have a lot of body pain, the back and then also the leg.
Is she sitting in a chair?
你坐在椅子上還是坐在地板？
坐哪裡都這樣，坐哪裡都這樣，沒錯，坐哪裡都一樣。
It's everywhere. It's either the chair or the floor is the same.
She has to get some pillows and adjust so that she doesn't have so much
你
pain.
要把你的位置調一下，最好是坐在椅子上，那會減輕那個痛。
And you can't move.
你不能動的，不能動來動去的。那個時間你入定，你一動了，你的定都沒有了。千萬不要移來移去。
是忍不了就動了。
She said she cannot afford the pain, so she moved.
Who doesn't like the pain?
那誰不喜歡這個痛？誰？誰？
Who is taking that pain personally?
谁把这个痛变成是自己的痛？
Who is fighting with the pain, wishing it would go away?
谁就是抗争这个痛，想把它离开你？谁？
You will understand. Be patient.
你会明白他的问题的，你有耐心一点，
Okay?
可以了，
It gets better, honest.
你会越来越明白你的生命的问题。有 questions？
我那么有广东话，还是常常说国语？
随便你啊。She speak.
这个问题比较笨。
She speak Mandarin to us. She said she have a silly question.
Okay?
OK 啊，问吧。
因为我其实常常说，在宗教里面呢有男女之分，但是当我们去找一个人，就是找一个好朋友，他是灵性上的好朋友，为什么也要分男跟女？一定要找女跟女要找
She understand why for a spiritual friend she must pick up the same gender. So why the religion always stick with the the female or male? It has to separate it.
It's not a silly question.
It's not silly question. 唔係一個愚蠢的問題。
If you start, your mind becomes infatuated. Your mind starts to fall in love with the person of the opposite sex.
他說啊，你就把那個愛啊傳順給他，很容易你墮進愛河的。
Now, this is serious.
這個是很嚴重的問題哦。
Okay. This is a training period.
這是鍛鍊的時間。
After a period of time, I'm going to change your meditation. It doesn't matter whether it's male or female.
過一陣你的會變的，你就不用跟隨一定要是女性找女性，可以應得的。
And then you can radiate to all beings.
然後你可以給所有的眾生。
比如說，如果我是將禪師放到我的這個朋友、靈性的朋友裡面，我肯定不會愛上他。
She said, she put you as your object, but for sure she won't fall in love with you.
No, that's not true. You'd be surprised how many people fall in love with me.
他說你們相信很多人愛上他的。
Do not use me, use her.
不要用他，用我。I
But
didn't
this
know
is-
so many people fall in love, but there's a top secret.
But as I said, you will progress, and you will progress very fast.
很快的進步啊。
And you're only doing this for a short period of time. It's the training period, so you get your mind used to doing what you want it to.
這個時間只是一個很片刻的鍛鍊，很快你就過了，你就會找另外一個朋友的。現在是個第一個階段。
Each level of jhana is like a different meditation.
每一個禪那個功夫就是不同的層次。
And your understanding gets deeper and deeper as you go through the jhanas.
當你禪修一直進去，你都明白你所認知的事情越來越深。
So again, patience leads to nibbana.
總之有耐力才能進去涅槃境界。
Okay?
OK。會有問題嗎？還有問題嗎？他最喜歡人家問問題了，你知道嗎？
Yeah.
我覺得啲出邊好嘈啊，點算好？好大聲，啲機器我都覺得。
They feel so noisy. The car, the sound, the machine.
Who doesn't like that?
誰不喜歡？誰不喜歡？誰？
It's just sound
Aye.
hitting the ear. So?
這是一些聲音進去你的耳朵啊。所以。
But when I don't like it, I am trying to control.
当你的心有一个我出现，不喜欢，那你心想控制这个情况。
Come to Burma. I'll show you what noise is at a meditation center.
你去缅甸呢，你就知道什么叫噪音。
They come, they're always clearing their throat.
他说，缅甸的人打坐都出来都是这样子，吐痰的这样子的，这个声音很强的。
They pass gas.
然后呢，他那个放屁。
There's a lot of problems but
很
it's
多很多问题的。
it's not that big a deal if you don't make it a big deal.
你不要做意这个问题，那个就不是问题的。
This is the thing with the hindrances that you will learn is how to let go of the desire for things to be other than as they actually
这些
are.
说都是你们禅修的障碍，就是你们习惯了你自己要的东西能达到你自己想的，所以现在你要锻炼，有时不是你想的东西出现了，你能接受。
Very good example. You tell Bhante, Hong Kong is in that state.
Now Hong Kong also the same problem.
Yeah, I understand. You want to tell them the story about the drilling the well?
Yeah, please.
You do. You know the story. You've heard me say it a bunch of times.
是本地他经常讲的，他打坐了，到了那个缅甸呢，他旁边要开一个井来挖水，每天这样子的，每天就在吵了1个月，但是他还是在打坐就是你的心不要去沾染你不喜欢的东西。I explained to you in Burma,
Yeah.
they're doing the wheel just next to the meditation center over a month.
Yeah.
But I said don't
And a
attach
lot of
all
noise.
Yeah.
And then the tea shops
Yeah.
with a loudspeaker and music.
然后呢，他们缅甸晚上呢，他们去卖东西就是开着很大的音呢，卖什么东西，好像唱歌一样的，开着那个很大的扩音器就卖东西嘛，很吵的，基本上，跟这个是没办法比，这个是很好的地方。I said compared to here, this is like paradise for meditation and high energy as well.
Oh, yeah.
是啊，
It's true.
你去缅甸你都感受得到了。If you want to noise, you go to Burma.
Well, or there's lots of other places.
Yeah. 很多地方都是不好的。
我試過咧，沿住我團體嗰個上司咧，啲成個團體去掌，即係做啲嗰個係咪最高嗰個上司，佢擺入個心度，我覺得好似做唔到，入唔到自己，係咪同佢個 level 爭得太遠？
She says she put her master into her place in the heart, but she
No.
cannot do it. It's
No.
blocked.
Because is her master male or female?
Female.
啲咩啊？
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
明天跟你讲，
Patience.
你要有耐性啊。
I heard that every day for 2 years from my teacher. Patience.
他的老师告诉他，超过2年不断的告诉他你要有耐性。
More than once a day.
每天超过1次这样提醒他。
Yeah.
我想問初時嗰陣你咪話落咧會有啲觸電感嘅，咁我頭先坐嗰時我都有一啲好似類似嘅觸電感，但係好似係電流咁電一路咁電到落呢度咁樣細個個頭電咁樣，呢個係咪你哋所謂觸電咧定係？
She just got the experience during the meditation. She have some like a fresh electricity, fresh Question come from here, but bottom up to the.
Okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
明天你们所有的长寿经验是个别的
It's
问，
nothing to get excited about.
不用太紧张。明天你汇报给他听。
可以再问一个问题吗？
可以啊。
如果在前修的meditation 的当中，有这个苍蝇过来，就是在你面上面，然后呢，你就好想不动，但是很痒。我就没有到这个阶段，不可以。
Oh boy.
He got experience, the fly keep, flying on the top of her face. She really feel disgusting, but she cannot just let the fly stay there naturally. She really want to move and kick them out, the fly.
Who wants to do it?
Who? 谁？
Who doesn't like it?
谁不喜欢？
Who wants to make the present moment be the way you want it to be?
谁喜欢？你永远是想当下的就是你要的东西。
And when it's not that way, who has anger and hatred arising in the mind?
当你不如意的时间，谁生气？谁有不舒服的感觉？谁？
It's only a feeling.
我没有生气，我就觉得我现在还动，那个太痒了，它影响我。
So itching is really disturbing her.
然后我没有生气，我还是生气。
Okay, so she can make excuses for it. That doesn't mean that she's letting it go, does it?
你不让他走，你就抓着这个感觉，这是一个理由，充分的理由，抓着这个感觉。
你就停留在我的脸上好了，对吧？还是我有下一次的时候，我还是回一个根，他就不可以收留我了。是哪一个方法比较好了
She said either the not moving or just put a net cover the head, which is better.
Well, I lived in a malaria area.
她曾经住在一个很糟糕的地方的。
对呀，今天我就是这样做。
你可以这样做啊。
哪一个方法是比较好的？
你自己选择嘛。
你看你自己的这个忍受。
She said either to train her patient of not moving or cover the head better. Which way is better for her?
Well, start out by just covering the head.
就是盖着那个头就好了
Just
呗。
begin that way.
你没看到那个 Taki， 它不是有个网吗？那个布的网吗？你可以问那个 Aris 看看有没有这个。
我现在盖了，但是我盖的时候是不是这个动作是错的了？因为你一个要忍受的嘛。
Yeah, she really confusing. Either I have to accept this one or I have to cover up the head. So I just tell her, just cover up, make it easy. 就是把生命搞得容易一点。
And then the ants will come and start biting her.
那如果是你这么在意了，蚂蚁又会来咬你的。
对呀。
你越介意的，它越。
我的腿的是叫什么东西啊？
今天 ，so today the swamp is biting her.
Really? So painful. Okay, let it be.
你
I'll
越在
talk
意
to you
了，
tomorrow.
明天又告诉你啊。
Yeah.
对，啊，
I speak in Cantonese。
好啊。
咁咧我就呢一兩日就係用緊一個女性嘅朋友做 spiritual friend 啦。咁我
So she put the girlfriend into her heart.
Good.
咁但係我而家上完堂之後，我有感覺，如果我將佛菩薩等喺我心裏邊，係咪會更加容易有 loving kindness 咧？
But she's now thinking, should I put the Buddha or the Bodhisattva into the heart? Is
No.
much better. 不要，
Is that following the directions that I gave you?
你就改变他的指示了，你改变他了。
Okay,
That's
I'm gonna
what
have to talk about the Bodhisattva vow. It's just too much.
他说那个菩萨的，他要解释一下给你们听。
Bodhisattva vow means future Buddha. I take a vow to be a future Buddha.
比如说有人受那个菩萨戒，就是意思说我将来是成佛。
It stops you from attaining nibbana now.
这样子的话呢，你不会达到那个涅槃的境界的。
It takes many, many millions of lifetimes for you to become a Buddha.
因为呢，成佛的话要4代阿僧祇劫，
You
要10万劫。
think you suffer now?
你现在如
Not
果是
even
苦的话，
close.
那个离那个还是很远很远。
Many, many lifetimes you have to suffer.
那你还有很多很多很多，我们说是1个劫、2个劫，很多劫之后，
How can you help other people overcome their suffering if you are suffering all the time?
但如果是你自己也是在苦中，你怎么去帮人家在苦里头出来呢？
What happens is people take a bodhisattva vow, and after 3,000, 5,000 lifetimes, they give up the vow.
很多人呢受了菩萨戒了，但是透过几千年之后，他也是在苦海之中，他就放弃了。
Now, I don't care whether you keep the bodhisattva vow or not. It's up to you.
他不介意你是受菩萨戒还是受还是不受。
If you want to experience Nibbana in this lifetime, you have to renounce that vow and not do it anymore.
那如果是你要达到那个涅槃的境界的话呢，在这一次的禅修，那你一定要写去那个菩萨戒。
And I know that there's a lot of stories that they say, well, I'm going to help all beings become enlightened, and then I'll become enlightened.
很多人说我是菩萨，众生的不成佛的话呢，我不成佛的。
But the Buddha couldn't do it.
但是佛陀也没有这样子。
If he could, we wouldn't be here.
佛陀是如果是能救导众生成佛，那我们就不会在这里了。
Oh, I'm going to stay around and help all beings be happy. No, you don't.
你说我会留在这里永远不成佛，为了利益众生。
So taking a bodhisattva vow is not a very practical thing if you want to experience true happiness in this lifetime.
但如果是你真正要达到一个快乐的境界呢，如果是你受了个菩萨戒，就好像不现实的。
That's the way it works.
它不能带到你那个涅槃寂静的境界。
I have some students that
他有很多学生，
they insist on being a bodhisattva, and I say, fine, that's your choice.
很多学生说我一定要做菩萨，他说 OK 啊，那你
But
可以
they
选择。
stop doing the meditation.
然后呢，他们就那个禅修的经验都没办法去到一个境界。
Then they just live with the idea that they're helping other people to be happy when they're suffering.
他们就是执着一个观念，就是让其他人快乐，但是他本来他自己没办法
How
去
can I
脱离那
give
个苦海。
how can I give you something if I don't have it?
你如果是自己没有脱离那个苦，你怎么帮人家乐呢？
If you have a lot of craving, you have a lot of anger, you have a lot of problems in life,
如果
how can you give happiness to someone else unless you let that go?
如果是你的心态还是怎么样，很多贪，很多执着，很多愤怒很多不如意的事情，那你的心态怎么能帮到人家快乐呢？
The Bodhisattva vow stops that. You will not be giving up your suffering.
当你受了那个菩萨戒的话呢，可能当下你没办法脱离那个苦。
And it's your choice. I have another student, he was very attached to being a bodhisattva.
还有学生是一定说我要成为菩萨，
He saw the advantage of doing this meditation.
他看到这个禅修是有一个很好的成果。
We had some discussion about it, and he decided, I want to attain Nibbana now.
但有些学生啊，他明白这个道理，然后呢，他就决定，他这一生想体会那个涅槃的境界。
When you start letting go of craving,
当你贪念脱去，
you affect other people around you in a positive way.
那你就会影响一些人是尽当的走一个正路来影
But
响
so
人
he
家。
gave up the bodhisattva vow.
他就不当菩萨这个系缘，
He attained nibbana the next day,
他第二天就达到那个涅槃的境界。
so much more happy.
哦，他比之前更
And
快
he
乐。
said, I still want to help other people.
我还喜欢要帮助人家。
And I said, what do you think I do?
那你是说他在做什么？他也是在帮助人家。
I teach you how to be happy.
我让你们快乐。
I didn't take bodhisattva vow,
他没有受那个菩萨戒啊，
but I help other people to be happy.
但是他每天都想帮助人家快乐。
So if you let go of the bodhisattva vow, then you can be the example for other people to be happy.
当你呢写去那个菩萨戒的，你就会快乐的接受那个涅槃的境界，也要当下你就会示范给人家听，看你是能这样子做得到的。
I've had many people tell me that I am a bodhisattva, and I say, no, I'm not.
很多人说啊，你就是菩萨了。他说哦，我没有啊。
Because it stops you from going deep enough.
它会阻止你再进一步的再深进去一个禅修的过程。
You have many, many millions of lifetimes of suffering
已经有千万年的在苦海里头，
if you want to be a Buddha.
然后呢，你要成佛，要很多生，很多世。
And again, it's your choice. I don't care.
他说这是大家你们自己的
But
选
you
择。
will give up looking for something deeper, some deeper meaning.
那
You will give it up.
你们就没办法再进一步，在法上能体会得到。
Your choice.
那你们自己的选择。还有其他问题吗 ？But you know, in China and Hong Kong, the mainly they are talking about the Bodhisattva.
I know.
And
And
Mahayana
in
way,
Tibet,
and
and
Tibetan,
yeah.
style.
they can do that. But they're going to have many, many lifetimes that they suffer.
的意思
And they're
说
not going to be able to help other people to let go of their suffering.
这意思说，如果是你选择这样子的话呢，可能你们的痛苦还很多生很多世都会这样子。But you know the thinking is if we become a bodhisattva, they have more power.
No, you don't.
他说不
You
是
have
的，
less.
不是说你们说你成入了菩萨界，你会有很大的力
What's the
量，
difference
你会
between
小一点的更。
what's the difference between wanting that power and praying to God to get that power?
但有些人呢，就期待那个神啊、佛啊、菩萨给我力量，给我力量。那是不是真的有力量出来呢？
Who wants it?
谁要这个力量？
Okay, yes.
谁？
Yeah, I want you to know, if you studied Buddha for 60 years and you tried to be enlightened, but you failed, would you have regret?
No. You know, if you have the right kind of teaching, you will guaranteed. You will continue on that path.
他说，如果是你走对那条路了，你肯定从这条路上去，肯定会达到这个境界。
And I've only done it for 45 years.
他教导人家45年了，
But I have such confidence
他很有信
that
信
this
心，
is the right way.
这个就是一个正确的方法。
She keeps on telling me how much power I have, and it's not me.
他说：“我说，哎呦，你很powerful哦。”他说：“其实不是我的，
Power is nothing.
那个 power 那个力量没有什么东西的。
Oh, but I want to be able to read everybody else's mind.
我想他心通啊，
Why?
为什么啊？
Their mind is just as screwed up as your mind is.
哇，你为什么看人家的心？人家的心的更糟糕，跟你的心一样，干嘛
So
还要看
why
人家
do I
的
want
心？
to read their mind?
为什么我要看你们的心？
What difference is power, really?
那个力量是什么的？有什么区别呢？
Some of the things that I will tell you on this retreat is very powerful,
有
but
些
it's
东西，
not my power.
有些东西他会在这个长寿时段会告诉你，但是这个不是他个人的力量，
Truth is power,
实相就是力量，
not
真实。
fighting with what happens in the present.
对现在当下不要强迫，不要去抗争啊。
Getting caught by sadness, depression, anger, fear,
你看当下你就会触动的一些不好的情绪，
that takes away the power
那种不好的情绪，愤怒啊，
because you don't like it and you want to fight with it.
伤痛啊，这个呢就会把你的力量拉走，因为你要抗争这个感觉。
You want to let go of those kind of things? Follow what I'm showing you.
你要解退你
But
那
you
些，
do have to give up the bodhisattva vow.
你要解退的那些不好的情绪的，你就跟着他那条路走。你的如果是有菩萨戒的，要写掉那个菩萨戒。
It's your choice. I'll teach you the same either way.
咁樣時間再問，因為呢個問題太深咧，我諗我要用廣東話。頭先講緊嗰個菩薩戒咧，我唔係好熟啦。咁會唔會係因為如果係放棄咗個菩薩戒，你係進入而家呢個禪修嘅話，佢哋個目標就係想成為菩薩，我會唔會係有咁嘅目標啦嚇？咁如果佢放棄咗，係咪即係唔可以成為菩薩咧？佢哋會唔會係怕呢樣嘢？
So it's just a question because she didn't really understand the Bodhisattva vow, but her question is, if she really give up the vow here, so it means that in the future they cannot become Bodhisattva.
Well, it depends whether they attain nibbana or not. They don't need to be a bodhisattva.
就是
You
看你能不
become
能
you
进
you
入
attain
涅槃。
nibbana. Why would you want to be a bodhisattva?
你如果是能进去涅槃境界，为什么你还要当那个菩萨 ？She doesn't know the difference. She think when we learn the
When you attain nibbana the first time, that means you will only be reborn as a human being, no lower.
如果是你有第一次的经验，这个涅槃的经验，就是意思说，你永远不会堕去那个恶道啊，恶趣，恶
You're
趣，
not going to be reborn an animal.
你不会堕进畜生道，
You're not going to be reborn in hell.
你不会堕进地狱。恶
This
鬼
guarantees that you're not going to be reborn there. Why would you want to take a bodhisattva vow and go into a hell realm?
You-
Is that right? I don't know that.
Well, yes, it's right.
他意思说，如果是你有
You'll find out that I'm very honest.
那你只是有一气的经验呢，你就不会再堕进去。那这个是保障你起码做人当人生，这个是很难得的。所以呢，你们这个机会呢，就想一下，为什么我还要堕去地狱呢？去做事情呢？我们要最重要，不要堕进去恶趣。我们三个恶趣嘛，地狱、恶鬼、畜生嘛。当你有这个第一个禅修经验，能进去涅槃境界，这一生人就不会再堕下去了。
I tell people on every retreat that I have the best job in the whole world
他说他经常告诉人家，他有最好的工作。在学习
because I take you and I show you the truth.
他带着你看到真实。
If you are real sad, I can show you how to let go of the sadness and become happy.
如果是你伤心，他会让你知道怎么去脱离这个伤心，变成快乐。
I take people that are unhappy and I show them how to be happy. You can't have a better job than that.
哇，我的工作真棒啊！把人不开心变成开心。还有问题吗？
师父老师，我想问一下，如果我们能够达到那个涅槃的境界，我们是不是就没有六道轮回了？
She asking Nibbana when she have experience of Nibbana means that she's not going to have the sixth realm coming back. Sixth realm, samsara.
She will be reborn no less than a human being at the most 7 lifetimes.
当你有一次的那个涅槃境界，就是意思说你不会落去恶道，然后呢，你最多来回7次来回人间，最低就是人间。
And you will have no doubt that this is the right path. That's the thing that's really strong.
这个。
7期以后怎么样？
So how about after 7 times? You said the
Off the
maximum-
wheel, no more.
No more. 脱离那个轮回，脱离那个 samsara 那个 cycle。是这样子。
That's why to be patient. 7 times you wish there, right?
Well, but if you keep following the directions that I give you, it can be 1 more time. Or it never come back as a human being.
你就是跟着他叫你怎么做的话呢？你最多是7次，可能是1期，可能是不退转不来了，去这个净土里头。
可是啊，a lot of us won't be able to achieve that with 1 retreat.
Why not?
Well, we have seen people left and come back.
Sometimes that happens. There's no guarantee. And I'm not a fortune teller, so I can't tell you whether that's going to happen for you. It depends on you. You're your own teacher.
他就问嘛，他说，是不是肯定这样子的？否则如果是不回来的话，那还有学生回来吗？他说做什么事情是不保证，是每个人就是靠你们怎么去进行。你的进行。
I have a student. I have students
他有学生
that never have any fear, greed, or hatred arising in their mind at all. No more. Doesn't come up.
他有学生透过禅修，就是没有恐惧，没有那个烦恼，没有那个愤怒，所有的不善法都没有了。
When they die from this realm,
然后他死亡之后呢
they go to a realm and they will never be on that wheel of samsara again. They will, from that realm that they go to, they will get off and then there is no more problem.
因为他的心变成很善，所以呢，他会到了一个很清净的境界。那个境界，他不会再回头来到这个很凡俗的人间。就是说不退转会。
There's people that they only have loving kindness in their mind.
他们的心只有慈
Nothing
爱，
makes them upset.
所有因为那个慈爱
Always
充足的，
strong balance in their mind.
他很平衡，也从来不愤怒，没有生气的。
I have had a few, not many,
有几
that
个学
in
生
one retreat
在一个
got to that state.
有一个禅修10天就达到这个境界，不是所有，有几个。
就是理论，sorry， go ahead。
That's all right. No.
就是理论上，可能不是我了，有人了啊，就是第7轮了，就是这一次就是他解释的第7轮就可以就是完成了，理论上是不是这样？
理论肯定是。She's asking you by theory that there may be possible that people this time to join the retreat is the last the 7 because you just mentioned we have 7 times, you know, when you have
7 lifetimes.
Yeah, lifetime. So maybe some of them already the 7th one.
No.
Why not?
Because you would know.
如果是你们是
You
第一次来的，
know.
你会知道的，
You
你自己
already
知
have
道，
had that experience.
因为你已经有这个经验了嘛。
但是你轮回的时候，你所有的已经没有的了吗？
But when you come back, you forgot. When
No, you don't forget.
你不会忘的。
Really, that's how strong this experience is.
几轮嘛？
So she's asking how many times you come. She said she doesn't know. So how can the people know? It's just they are the 2nd time or 3rd time or the 7th time.
No.
Here knows how many. Do you know how many times you have?
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting. How many?
I'm not talking.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's a secret.
That's the
All right.
personal.
It's personal.
All right. Okay. Sorry. All right.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter what somebody else is doing. It's what you are doing.
人的不重要了，就是你自己怎么做才重要。
And that's what I,
Final question.
yeah.
There is, in that case, there is a similarity of the Christian's heaven to that of
No.
Bhavana.
No. It's not even close.
What is supposed to be land of happiness?
Well, that's what they say, yeah. But they don't have a very expanded view of how the universe works.
他问嘛，那
And they
你
say the earth, you know, in the beginning there was a heaven and the earth. When did that start? And there's expansion and contraction of the universe continually happening. That's just part of nature.
他就
There
说，
is no in the beginning. There's just a continuation.
这个基督徒不是说有天国嘛？你相信他，你就会去，你就不会回来。那跟我们现在这个涅槃境界有什么分别？他说这个完全是很大的距离的。我们佛法讲，我们那个世界，那个3000大千世界还是无限的世界，他们是生住业灭的，不是永恒的有一个天国的。是这样子，大概是这样子翻译吧。还有问题吗？你们有疑问就问啊，因为他不是经常来的嘛。
那么
师傅，那个可以讲一下那个八关斋戒的功德吗？
八关斋戒的。
是在受八关斋戒吗？
So what is the benefit of the 8 precepts? She want to know.
You start purifying your mind.
那因为你守戒呢，你的心会偏向清净。
8 precepts. You only have to have 5 precepts during your life.
在你的生命中守5戒已经很好了。
When you take 8 precepts, that's for a short period of time so that you can purify yourself a little bit more.
就在这个空间里头，你们守8戒呢，让你的心更偏向清净。
But 5 precepts, that's the one.
那个8戒好像我们出家那个戒了，只是那个持那个金钱戒你们没守，这跟我们出家差不多，就是沙弥戒差不多。
And I had some people say, okay, I'll keep the 5 precepts. How long do I have to do that?
他们说有人问他，哎，那我守5戒要守多久啊？
I say, don't break the precepts for 100 years and then we'll go more after that.
他说，那守100年吧，100年之后，那你就可以不回来了。守戒很重要啊，还有问题啊？
我们刚刚说的，如果是自己记得在第几轮的这个阶段是什么阶段，就全收的哪一个阶段，还是没有阶段分的，就你自己会到一个阶段自己会知道的。
他说 ，You're saying that you know what stage you are in and how many lifetime you've been spending and how you identify yourself, yeah?
No, where, in which level? Is it according to the level or according to naturally you
Why don't you experience it and you will know for yourself?
Okay. It's not according to which level.
I'm not talking about that sort of thing to you. You experience, you follow what I'm saying. You do what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you will be able to experience that for yourself.
因为呢，一切法呢，你们要自己体会，你直接体会，你才明白。人家讲东讲西呢，等于炒菜呢，你自己没有下厨呢，你基本上人家讲东讲西，你自己不明白，你自己是品尝这个经验才对的，大致这个意思。
可唔可以講少少感想啊？
嚇。
佢話輪迴嗰度咧，咁我早前就去咗一間好老嘅廟，千幾年嘅，咁我哋自己本身嘅廟嚟嘅。咁我去到見到佛菩薩，我其實唔知嗰佛菩薩係邊個嚟嘅，我亦都未見到間屋係邊度嘅，只係見到佢嘅地下，我就已經不停咁喊，感覺好似我去咗外地好多年，揾咗好耐，我終於而家翻到屋企啦，見到我嘅屋企，見到我嘅家人，嗰個喜悅同埋嗰個喜悅嘅喊，但係喊到係開心嘅，只有開心
Okay,
嘅。
she's getting into story. She will just ask simple questions.
She's just saying that she have some experience feeling the past lifetime because one time she visited the temple, the over
Yeah, she's
1,000
getting
years.
into story. Yes,
Yeah.
that can happen. I can teach people how to remember past lifetimes.
他说有可能的，你们所有往生的经验，他可以教你怎么返回
It's just
往生。
learning how to develop your memory.
你就是要怎么去再重塑你的记忆系统就可以了。他有这个方法教你们的。
Do you remember when you were 5 years old?
你记得你5岁吗？
Is that the same lifetime as now?
跟
Are
现
you
在
the
一样吗？
same person as you were when you were 5 years old? Different lifetime, isn't it?
这个同一个生命，其实说每个年龄层你也记不来的。这5岁你记不来很多，5岁跟你现在也不一样的。
只係記得一段。
Yeah, just a little picture of it. Cannot remember all.
Well, after you develop your memory, then you can keep going back.
如果是你有透过这个锻炼那个记忆系统，你可以不断往前伸进去，看到，他可以教你的。
Okay, this is it.
OK，
The one more.
最后一个。 Is it benefit to see the past lifetime?
You have absolute belief that karma is real.
那你就马上明白了，你的业力是真实的。
I have some students that they not try to remember past lifetime, but it came up.
有些人不故意去想以前往生的，他自己走出来。
This whole lifetime he has bad liver,
他有一个肝脏的问题，
a lot of pain.
很痛的。
He had a memory of a past lifetime when he was fighting and he stabbed somebody and killed them.
他看到他有一生，他就是用刀刺人家那个肝脏。
Then he turned around, ready to go do that some more, and somebody stabbed him in the kidney and in the liver, and he died.
他想再刺那个人，后来有一个人来在他背后刺他那个肝，所以他就死掉了。
And
那一生，
I told him, now you have to forgive and have the other person forgive you for killing them.
他就叫他做那个有一禅，就是就原谅自己，也原谅对方刺他那个人。
As soon as he forgave that person for killing him, his liver problem went away.
当他原谅对方杀他的，马上他的肝脏就好了，没再痛了。
And now he's very healthy.
他现在很健康。
So that's another advantage of remembering past life.
这是另外一个有利的人际的前身。
Okay.
好了，现在就没有了，我们回向好不好？So should we start the sharing merit?
May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kinds of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, share this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
愿冤家彻底摆脱悲伤，愿所有众生都可以得到解脱，愿所有众生分享我们获得的各种幸福快乐，愿在所有空间和地球的一切众生，天神与龙天护法神与我们共同分享此修行功德。愿他们长久维护佛陀的教导，善哉善哉善哉。
我们礼拜禅师吧。